everybody! Oh, my camera's frozen.
My camera's frozen.
We did
How anticlimactic. What a way to come back. Hang on.
We did it.
We did it. World's best cup of coffee.
Good job.
Hi, we're back!
Bowl.
Woohoo! What a way to return. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a while. It's been forever. We haven't seen you since 2000.
It's been a whole year.
22. And,
What year is it?
and what a shit show that was.
It's done.
2023 is going to be so much better. Mini B, the best bee in the whole wide world, and every Mags. Hi, love everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for everybody that's putting the word out. We've got a few announcements before we get started with tonight's game. We've got a Discord. You should come hang out there, meet some cool people. We also have a merch store. You can get the cool stuff in the merch store. Each of our bits of merchandise has Karma, our non-binary serpent goddess. So please feel free to help support. And we also have these amazing players. Ooh, look at them. They're so cool. Upcoming schedule for this week. We have this game tonight as we get the Chaos crew back together again for the first time. And tomorrow night we go back to Neon Bites, our Vampire the Masquerade, with our amazingly talented, fantastic GM, Kat. Hi, Kat.
Hello.
You want to tell people about the Vampire the Masquerade game and some other stuff you're doing?
Yeah, so the Vampire the Masquerade game is set in Las Vegas. I put a lot of religious trauma into the Vampire the Masquerade game, and everyone knows about it. It's great. We have guests tomorrow that are the consequences of Atticus's actions.
Here comes the consequence.
Because he was like, wow, this looks like a nice girlfriend I can murder, and then chop off her fingers and send to her other girlfriend.
Cool.
Yeah.
Haven't we all had those thoughts?
Tuesdays, right?
We were all talking about intrusive thoughts before that.
It's called flirting.
It's called flirting. And then you can catch me on Friday nights at RPG playing Vampire the Masquerade, not DMing it, where I play Kitty, who is also dealing with the consequences of her actions.
From you, okay? I learned it from watching you.
I learned it from watching you.
Mods,
Yeah.
give me oral. Where can others get that good oral?
You can find me on Spotify and Google Podcasts.
Did I bless you on that one, buddy?
Do I get inspiration? Like,
How about OnlyFans?
but you can.
That's your job to get inspiration. I get inspiration.
I'll take the level up. Hang on.
The chat is like malicious flirting. I have to remember that.
A level up's a level up, no matter how you get it. But you can find me on Spotify and Google Podcasts, Josh and Jacinto, where I take my players through trials, tribulations, and trauma. And they have to talk to some entity tomorrow, and it's going to be great. By tomorrow, I mean Wednesday, but you know.
It's an entity in a basement that we know nothing about.
This is great. Fool me once. Hills, hi, welcome back.
Oh my god!
Hills, are you working on anything right now that we can follow alongside?
I'm going to be part of an immersive murder mystery called the Bleeding Hearts Club, and that is going to be for 1 weekend only in Orlando. I think it's going to be at the new Art Space downtown, and that is, hold on, I have the dates. It's February 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Awesome. And that's with Phoenix Tears Productions, actually a good friend of the show. So if you're in the Orlando or Central Florida area, I would highly recommend you go out and...
Yes, this is their first in-person event since 2020.
In a while, yeah. It's been
I'm so excited!
And Cassandra, hi, welcome back to you as well.
I'm back.
What a nice voice to be able to hear.
It's
your
new.
dulcet tones.
It's new. It's my new voice.
Where can people check out the cool stuff that you're working on?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Cassandra Cosplays, and I'll be going to Katsucon soon. And right now, I am rocking an earring and ring from Mini B. Yeah, they are my Percy jewelry. You can't see it because it's far away. They're really cool.
You should check them out.
It's so pretty.
Maybe we can take pictures and post them on the Discord.
Yeah. Your pictures for free.
For $5. Indigo, do you have anything you want to say? Or?
Hi.
That's all said.
I've been camping all weekend.
No, that's fair.
In like 30-degree weather in Florida. What? Fix it, Florida.
What?
Come on, do better.
No, let's keep it cold. It's nice.
Yes.
This is Florida trying to finally do winter.
So sorry, we're gonna have to fight.
Is this how
Everything is named winter here.
I have found my heaviest hoodie and been blistering this blizzard. this blizzard.
Chris, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, you know.
Hi, Chris.
we don't. That's why you asked.
Oh, shit. Well, you know what, man? It has been...
Fair enough.
I'm just glad to be at the table.
I'm glad you're here too.
Hopefully there's no seasoned wraps on me today. I'm just good to go.
Speaking of season wraps, welcome
Oh my god. It's been
to the
great.
Agents of Chaos. The Agents of Chaos is a campaign homebrewed for 5e Dungeons and Dragons. We created this campaign when last we left our heroes. Chaos Campus is established as a group of heroes that work together to right wrongs and sort of quantum leap themselves throughout the multiverse. Our intrepid band of heroes works together with an office contingent that does all the accounting and the money managing and things of that sort. However, there's something afoot within the organization, as we've come to discover in past episodes and previous arcs. We are catching up with the heroes after a bit of a brief holidays hiatus. Some of them went back home and spent time with loved ones and things of that sort, and others of them spent time here at the campus, just kind of relaxing and chilling. Their handler, Chance, who very little is known about except for the fact that he deals in the management of luck, be it good luck or bad luck, has taken a liking to the group and has sort of adopted them on as... not so much as a parental figure, but more of like a drunk uncle that sneaks them booze.
We
when they shouldn't be drinking.
We love Uncle Roger.
Everybody loves Uncle Chance. Uncle Chance has gathered everyone together in the meeting room today. That is Locke, Percy, Etheria, Holly, and Paul. It's a vibe. As you're all gathered in this space, Chance usually has a little bit of time. There's the carafe of coffee. There's donuts and things of that sort, often off on the counter and things of that sort. Chance immediately comes in and to the room and has a bit of a sour look on his face. You're not normally used to seeing Chance look a little sort of downtrodden or concerned about the situation. And Chance is doing something sort of untraditional for him. He's biting his nails as he walks.
Whatever it was, I swear it was Holly.
Probably.
I know it's been a wee minute since all of you have had to go out into the field, but you've been specifically requested by one of the VIPs that has commissioned Chaos Campus here and has requested each of you individually. This member is a high-level member of the Fey Courts. I think you're familiar with her, Holly.
Everyone loves a Holly.
And she's familiar with each and every one of you, even though you may not be familiar with her. She goes by the name of Mab. Some of you might know her as the Queen of Air and Darkness, the Queen of the Fey Court of Winter. I'm going to give you a wee little bit of advice because she is on her way now.
Oh. I'm not dressed properly for that.
She sounds nice.
I'm going to ask you to be on your best behavior, which I know is a lot to ask of this particular group, but she's working at a power level and a power set of the likes of which I haven't encountered in a long time.
She asked for me?
Yes. She specifically asked for each and every one of you.
Do you two not get along?
Last time I saw her, she said if she ever saw me again, she ripped my heart out. So.
Do you prefer bury or cremation?
Cremation,
Got
please.
it.
Thank
Are you sure? Because I could really do something with your body if you don't want it.
You can sell it to Percy.
I'm not going to sell it. I don't have money.
You can give it to Percy.
Can I be a cool garden?
What?
Can I be a garden?
Oh my god, yeah.
Perfect. We'll be on our best behavior.
It's not what I thought.
With that being said,
Shut up,
Chance
Pop.
is just kind of like watching and being like, good, we're keeping things light. Good. We're keeping things kind of like flowy and fun. And
I'm
things
dying on
like
the
that.
inside, but
Yeah, your face needs to not do the frowny thing.
That's true. It's not doing the frowny thing. On the inside, I'm doing a wee bit.
oh my god, me too.
Well, that's fine.
He gets on his knees in front of you, Etheria, to make eye contact. He goes, Affy, love. Oh gods. I know that I can't control your mouth. That you have something akin to verbal diarrhea, the likes of which I have never encountered in my years.
It's better than regular diarrhea, right?
That's fair.
Sure. Yes.
Oh, I know you
that's
know
fair.
Why would I bet against that?
Afi, I'm begging you. You feel free to play and have fun when you're on mission. Do your own brand of chaos. Mab works in ways that are deep and immense and universe changing. And for some reason,
You should probably get to the point because I stopped listening after like 30 seconds, so you have to say the important thing early.
he goes to speak and the door opens.
God, it's cold.
The temperature in the room drops. A very tall, striking woman with sharp features and alabaster skin steps into the space. She's wearing a what appears to be this purple dress that's cut almost open all the way to the navel, okay, with this shimmering sort of translucent material. Her normal blonde hair has been dyed this icy blue and is pulled back into this very sharp bun. She is strapped with a sword at her side that you have never seen before in all of the times. It's almost like you can't tell if she's outfitted for a cocktail party or a battle, maybe both, question mark? She steps into the space as if she owns it. Her nails are each painted black. And as she walks into the space, there's the clack of these heels, which you notice leave little tiny patches of ice on the ground as they are made of ice themselves as she walks into the space.
Percy bows incredibly formally.
Holly does the same thing immediately.
Mab walks in and both hands come out like this, as if expecting it. And as you bow, she goes, Percy, darling. And she takes a finger and doesn't touch your chin, but gets as close as possible and lifts your head up and gives a, "It is so good to see you, my dear. How is your father?"
Oh, he's great. He's been helping me with my own section of Tartarus. It's good.
I'm sure he is. In, child. And you, Holly. Uncharacteristically, she comes over and does the same thing. Lifts your head up, gives you a kiss on either side of your face.
My queen.
My child. Come in. An individual walks in and stands directly next to Mab. What does this individual look like?
Prism is 5'10". She is an astral elf. Light pink skin that's like opalescent. Whenever she moves, she wears a circlet that hangs on her forehead. She has no eyebrows, so there's not a lot of emotion that you can tell from her face. Her hair is long, braided back and half down. Hot pink, but you can't tell if it's hot pink or neon purple as she moves. She wears elven chainmail that is icicles dripping down. Beneath that is a long teal dress. And her nails are also black and long tipped and sharp.
Percy's looking at your nails and looking at Mab's nails and looking at her black nails and just like taking note of it, just like, wow, the same nails.
And she enters the space and says nothing.
Yeah. As you come into the space and say nothing, Mab just kind of turns back and acknowledges your presence, and she goes, "Locke, my dear boy, heavy is the head that wears the crown." And he, and
You're still a king. I forgot about that.
she comes forward and gives you a kiss on either side of your face, and she goes, "I know this is confusing. Trust me. All right?"
Yup. And then like goes in to like give like a kiss too back, like, all right, yeah.
As you do, it's an awkward sort of gesture, and she feels it, and she goes, "Oh, if I were younger, I would find that adorable."
No, like it was like pleasant. It was a pleasant piece of shit.
I love
I'm
to
sorry.
smile.
I'm sorry.
Look, we are friends here.
Okay, cool. Oh my god, I do this too!
I know you do.
Oh my god.
Afi. She reaches into her side, and there's a small pouch, and she pulls out a small, like, mini cupcake. And she goes, "If I recall, you still have a love for all things sweet?
Yeah.
Freely given, no obligations attached."
The parameters.
All the air just left the room for a second.
It's delicious, and it has this like cool sort of effect on your breath and things of that sort. Like it's got that like, yeah, you see these little like ice crystals like kind of put out of the mouth. And
Okay, she's occupied. She's not gonna say
yeah,
anything.
she gives a little like golf clap. She's like, lovely, and she goes, Paul.
He very frantically like pushed like rips off his hoodie. His hoodie changes like to a light blue. He goes, "Hi, I'm way out of place. I feel in the whole grand scheme of things, but I'm glad to be here."
Paul, if I'm being honest, same. It's hard. It's very hard to be able to sort of walk in between worlds and do it convincingly. So,
But you do it fashionably.
I do. I'm sure you're all wondering why you're here, and why such an odd introduction when it feels like I know you, but some of you don't know me, but clearly I know some of you. I have commissioned you here through the Chaos Campus by throwing an ungodly amount of money at them, because someone has tried to assassinate me. They did not do a direct hit because they knew that I would obliterate them and hang their corpse in front of their crying mother and father, or find everyone they ever knew and sort of kill them in front of them as well, and just complete this cycle of reanimating them and killing them again. It's something I do. It's how I decorate my winter palace.
Percy's just like, wow, I admire you so much. She's not saying it, but she's just like, wow.
No, this person was rather intelligent, and they went back and through the manipulation of energies unknown to myself and my court, went back to when I was a small child, and that's where they tried to kill me.
Time travel?
Yes, it is something high-level individuals can do. So I've realized the dangers in this. I know many individuals, and I have had relationships with many high-powered individuals. But I cannot send anyone back that was alive or in power during this time. And unfortunately, many of the heavy hitters that I know were moving about. So I cannot send anyone back. So I distinctly remember running into every single one of you. Which must mean something nice. It must mean that... Oh, no, it's fine. It's just a little background noise. It must mean that you all were sent back. So I did a little bit of research, recognizing Holly almost immediately for stealing from me in the first place and damning her family to obscurity. So I thought, I know where Holly is. I know where she's located. It was very easy to find all of you. I have money. So I have commissioned you all. You essentially belong to me when it comes to business.
Oh, shit.
All right? But I understand that business is business, and I hate having loose ends. You know this about me. Tell them.
She does.
What does she do?
Paul, adults are talking. So, because of that, I'm going to sweeten the deal just a tiny bit. She sits down on a chair. As she does, she reaches over and takes one of the donuts, looks at it, and sniffs it, and puts it back in the box, and closes the box. She goes, I have prepared, God, I don't want to say a gift, a bonus to each and every one of you. Should you agree, I know business is one thing, and you can always say no to money, or you can quit and leave right now, but knowing what I know of you and the small research that I've done, I decided what better way to ensure that you work for me than knowing that you have some stake in this game. So, Holly, let's start with you. And she goes, Prism, dear, would you do me a favor, please? Would you go stand behind Holly while I say this?
She does so.
Yeah.
Slowly, her heels click, and she lets it echo through the room. She'll walk straight up to Holly, make eye contact, and then turn and walk right behind and look at the rest of you.
What do you give to the woman who has everything or just winds up stealing it anyway? Am I right? So I know that there's nothing that I could give to you, so I figured I could give something to your mother. Should you complete this task for me, go back and through the annals of time and sort of stop this assassination attempt, I'm going to clean the slate for your mother. No more issues at court. She will be restored To her full power, I will see it done. Whatever mistakes you might have made, those rebellious children, I will fix. Clean slate.
Thank you, my queen.
Ophelia, I know that you're a lover of sweets and things of that sort. So I thought for you, the more simplistic the better. Ophelia, I would like to offer you the best tasting cookie of all time. Throughout eternity, this will be the cookie of which all other cookies are measured against and found wanting.
Oh yeah, that sounds great.
She
Are you
nods.
sure?
Yes.
Like, how do you, what happens if I eat it and then it's not the best of all time?
Well, then you can cut off my head and use it as a cake ball.
That seems very violent.
Isn't it?
Sounds fun.
Okay.
That is the only time that a slight smile will curl one side of her.
You remember that Christmas. Everyone else is a tad more complicated. I know them a little bit better than I know the rest of you, so this is just me flying off the cuff here. Locke,
So,
I would like to give a body to your sister.
and like, you can see like the transformation between like sister Locke, where it's like happening really, really quickly in different places of the space. And
I'm not sure of the specifics of how all of this was done, but as the Queen of Air and Darkness, I have certain powers at my disposal. So, for you, Locke, I'm willing to give her a chance at life, her own.
Yo, that would be.
This is the look I love to see every
my
time. Percy,
She brushes her hair back, showing off her nails, just like.
I love those.
I can't.
That's
We all match
wonderful.
nails.
Percy, I know you've run into a bit of an issue lately with the head of your pantheon, old Mr. Swan himself. If you'll permit me, I actually have some sway. I would like to calm down your patriarch.
You
You
can
have-
do that?
It's Zeus, dear. In my sleep. If you'd like, I can set it up so that your patriarch is now one of a little bit more calm and a little more reason, so you would not have to live so precariously as a child of who you are a child of.
I mean, it sure would be nice to hold like a family get together without everyone wanting to kill me.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah. It makes me a little nervous though. Wouldn't he get mad at you for trying to? He's got a bit of a temper. I mean, they all kind of do. And not that I don't trust you for doing it. It's just I don't want you to get like in trouble with them.
It's not as much fun for me if they don't get a little mad.
That's kind of fair too. I don't say I told him that though.
I won't.
Okay.
Is that acceptable?
She looks over at Holly and is like, "That is acceptable, my lady."
Is that
Very awkwardly
acceptable
trying
to
to
you,
be-
Locke?
Yo, that'd be fucking rad. Oh my god, like.
Furia, you're fine with this?
World's best cookie.
Oh, and Paul, I would love to be able to tell you who your actual parents are.
Record scratch.
Hold on. Hold for sure.
I accept.
Lovely. And acceptance from you as well, my dear. Perfect. Lovely.
We probably should have figured out what we're supposed to do first.
Oh,
That would have been smart.
it's very simple. You will be escorted by my daughter, Prism, here, and he will point, or she will point over to Prism and goes,
Hi, Prism.
Prism is under strict instruction because I am in a very vulnerable state when you encounter me in this different time. Prism here is under strict order that should any of you decide to take umbrage or make a deal with any other individual during this time and strike out against me, Prism will kill you where you stand. It is nothing personal. It is nothing against any of you. It is just simply business. And I entrust my life to them. And she looks at you and just cannot stop herself, walks over to where you are and gives you a kiss on the forehead, and then comes back. And she goes, your job is simple. Establish yourselves within the Fey court. my coronation. Should I be sending you back to a certain point, your coronation will be, my coronation will be within a week's time. You must find your way into the coronation, as that is when the individual is going to strike out against me. The only reason I know this is because of my deep connections and the fact that I always have a contingency with me. And she takes she looks at her person and then goes, "Oh, yes, the flask, dear, the iron flask. Thank you very much." She takes the flask and kind of shakes it up, and as she does, she uncorks it and pours it on the ground. An individual hits the ground, and their arms are bent back at odd places. They've got blood coming out of their ears, dripping out of their eyes, like they are beat to within an inch of their life. And you recognize them immediately as Kronos, the Greek god of time.
Percy goes,
That has been beat to within an inch of their life. And Mav gets down on the ground and immediately holds a hand up like this, which is a signal to please hand me a glove.
She'd walk over
Yeah.
and present it.
Yeah, takes the glove. puts it
Percy
on.
looks transparent, by the way. Like, Percy is scared. Like,
She
you
goes,
can almost see bones through the skin.
Someone was being a little bitch, weren't they? And she grabs the head and she goes, yes. And the head boom, hits the ground and they're like breathing raggedly. And Kronos is going to transport all of these individuals, all right, to make sure that they can take care of me. Isn't that right, Kronos? And she picks up the head again and she whips out some of the hair, and Kronos gives a small moan as she reaches down again and causes more hair to grow from the spot with her hand, and then grabs the head again and shakes it again. Yes. Good. So Kronos is going to be very kind and fix a mistake that they made, because we all make mistakes. It happens. I don't fault people for making mistakes. Right, Holly?
Yes, my queen.
So that's what I would like you to do. Yes, Ophelia.
How do we get back?
That's a very good question. You know what? I will hold on to Kronos. I was looking forward to killing him because I've never killed a god before, so I wasn't sure what was going to happen, if I would assume the mantle or be able to pass it off to whoever I wished. But I will keep him alive so that when I feel the threat has lifted and the assassination attempt has been foiled, I will bring you right back to this very spot with merely a moment's passing.
Do you have some sort of note to yourself that we can give you so yourself trusts us in the past from you from the future?
No.
Okay.
You know my name. You will have a contact. You'll be able to establish, once you find yourselves in the Fey realm, he knows you are coming. You will note him from the bright red mantle that he wears upon his shoulders, the bright red pants. It's a whole motif. Follow the red. All right? He knows you're coming.
If it was an assassination attempt, but you're here now, then that means it failed. So why do we have to go back?
Because I'm being held in somewhat of a stasis right now. The assassination attempt worked. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I've died in the past. And so you're going back to fix it. I only know this because everyone needs favors every now and then, Ophelia, including Kronos. Kronos needed a favor done. And Kronos thought he could get out of his favor by assisting someone else to go back and hurt me. Couldn't. And Kronos kind of like goes to say, "I'm sorry," and as he does, you see the bubbles like kind of coming out of their mouth a little bit. So, but I have contingencies in place, Ophelia. I'm just not at full power as I would like.
How do they try to do it? Just so we can kind of like know.
I'm not sure, because I'm here and there, but not really fully aware of there at the moment.
Got it. Also, would you like to adopt an animal? I have several. A lot of them are ideal for snowy conditions. I got a snowy owl, I got an Arctic fox, I got a husky. They need places to go, and everyone needs a companion every now and then. So if you would like one, don't feel pressured. But
Fake ghost.
they are undead and they are ghostly. But I think they would go really nicely with your outfit.
Prison will lift a finger and wait to be called on.
Does Prism want a dog?
She squints, and the temperature in the room drops a little bit. And she goes, "Not right now."
Okay.
Mother, are the niceties over? We have a job to do.
There is always time for niceties.
Okay, I'll keep one for you, just in case. All of my Arctic ones I'll keep for you. So, just in case.
Yes, it's a vibe.
You know this happened. You're very well that it's happened. Does the past you remember the last moments? Anything that can give us a jump?
I do. And funnily enough, it was you all standing over me. Looks of shock and awe on your face. You in particular, Paul, were covered in a bit of more blood than I'd like to see on an individual trying to rescue me in a given situation. So this is all I'm vaguely aware of, but like I said, things get hazy when it comes to time. I wouldn't look too deeply at it. It's like, it's like looking into somebody's eyes as they're dying.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. Well, that's the best moments.
How does that look like?
I can describe it to you later. I'll describe it to you later. It's really a beautiful thing.
Perfect. Well, Prism will be an amazing guide through the Feywilds, as I feel like you've led a bit of a sheltered life up to this point, my dear, and this will be a good proving ground for you. And hopefully you listen a little better to my words, I guess posthumously, than you did when I was around. So, do any of the rest of you have any questions before your magical journey begins?
Can I get that cupcake recipe that you gave Etheria?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
It's-
Freely.
It's just Sam's Club with a little bit of extra frosting.
I don't know what that is, but I will find Sam, go to his club, and get
It's
it.
members mark with a little bit of fade dusting.
That's fine.
Kirkland original.
She leans over to Etheria and goes, I'm going to learn how to make those for you. Okay, thank you.
Good. Head north once you reach the Feywilds. Follow the cold, and I'm sure you'll arrive at the Winter Palace. Do your best. Be smart. Be intelligent. Be cunning. Duplicitous. All of your strengths. All right? Good. Kronos, you're being summoned. Come on, that was your cue. Allow me a bit of showmanship. She reaches down, and as she does, she goes to reach for him and instead takes a hand and sort of puts it over his back, and as it does, 4 icicles shoot up from the ground. They pierce his hands like this. Those go back further, and the ones that slam into his knees and cut into his knees sort of prop him up almost like this, where these go this way. His hands are being held like this, and his knees are being held up. So he's being held up by the icicles through the wrist, almost like a, somebody being like at the stake or something like that. And she goes, I have nothing but trust that you all can get through this and save a smaller version of me. She goes forward towards you and says, can you do this?
Of course.
Try again.
Yes, ma'am.
Try again.
She'll kneel and place her head down.
Good. I love to see it. Kronos begins to whisper. As he does, the words leave his mouth, and all of you start to hear what at first sounds like a heartbeat. It's a steady rhythm as his words leave his mouth, flowing out and start manifesting on the ground. Blue sigils that boom, 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 forming what appears to be a teleportation circle. That heartbeat changes until it's the steady rhythm of a ticking clock. As the teleportation circle begins to form over and over and over and over on the ground, Mab takes a step backwards out of the circle. She puts a hand on Chance and pushes him out of the circle as Chance looks at everyone and just gives a small, tiny wave. Chance takes a deep breath in and deep breath out, grants every one of you a luck point to be used, even if you already have the lucky feat. He looks a little bit weaker and sort of crumbles a bit, and Mab catches him and holds him up. And he looks over at her and smiles, and she looks out at him and smiles, and they give each other a little wink as the teleportation circle is finally affixed, and there is a snap.
At that moment, right before the snap, she's still on the floor with her head down, and she'll make eye contact with her mom.
Yeah. With that final snap, there is a shared moment between the two of you. Do you say anything to her?
Nope.
She says 2 words to you. Be better. And the magic snaps. Okay? As it does, there is this intense feeling of cold that doesn't abate. It sinks into every single fiber of your being. Indigo, you are innately familiar with this feeling of cold sinking into every fiber of your being, having just been camping last night. That cold seems to permeate every bit of you until your body screams out in pain. As the cold abates and that flash of white leaves your eyes, the scenery change is dramatic. All of you find yourselves in a green pasture. All right. In front of you are the most vibrant, bright colors any of you have ever seen in terms of foliage and flowers. For any of you that have done traveling and have been to the Fey Wilds, you will immediately recognize this as the Fey Wilds. 2 things happen as your eyes open to the cold. A bunch of butterflies have been disrupted by your teleportation, and they kind of pop up into the air and immediately just start kind of one butterfly each starts circling your head. They are all different colors, bright greens, reds, oranges, and things of that sort. As you all awaken and those butterflies start flying around, I need everybody to give me perception checks.
21.
21.
20.
20.
Not that.
Hard 20 as well.
2.
2.
19.
19.
Butterflies. Pretty.
20 on that.
29 now. Everybody but Etheria.
I'm trying to get one to land on my finger.
But Affy, all you gotta do is stick a finger out. Like the one that's flying around your head, it's a...
Okay, no wonder I'm not looking at anything. I'm looking at the butterfly on my finger.
This butterfly is like friend. All of you notice a gaggle of pixies that just sort of dart inside of a log. It's a cluster of them. It's like 5 or 6. They're about yay tall, but 5 or 6 of them. You freaked them out. They fly into this log that's about 30 feet away from all of you. As you find yourselves within the dangers of the Feywild.
Hey, Holly.
Hi.
Anything we should know? Like specifically about things here?
Don't talk to anything. Don't touch anything.
Can I talk to Bob? I've named the butterfly Bob.
Yes, you can talk to Bob.
Okay.
Oh, so we can't talk to the butterflies, we can't talk to anything else.
Just be careful when you talk.
I think we go back to our original plan of no deals. Don't make anything binding.
We just made a whole bunch of deals.
Well, yeah, but we didn't have much of a choice.
No more deals? Okay, also, are you okay? Because you seem really, really cranky.
Are you Prism still on the ground?
Yeah, she would have been and would have her head up.
Yeah,
to
Locke's walking
notice.
over to assist, to stand you up, help you at least.
I'm fine, thank you.
It is a pleasure to be in your company and to have you be a part of our group as well.
Don't bullshit her.
Can we go, please? We have a job to do. I'm not grumpy. I say it like it is. Niceties are time wasters.
It's because she doesn't have any eyebrows. You can't see her.
See, I normally think of pink as a happy color, and so it's anyway, okay. But, also, you could have fun. We're in a different place. Have you been here before?
Yes.
Yep.
So you know where we're going?
Yes.
Okay, you get to lead the way then.
Yes.
Do y'all know?
Why are you walking?
Yep. Always. Always. Jesus. And she starts to walk.
This is the best gift you could have given Tracy. As oh my gosh. So I got a new Connie.
Should we tell people we're with Mab?
No.
No.
Would you like a cinnamon roll?
She's gone.
She's pretty long.
Yeah,
Locke is like trailing right behind.
DM, and this is something very Paul. Prism and Mab's exchange, even for a blip minute. Is it relatable in the core?
Yeah, man, I'm not even gonna make you roll for this. Give me an insight check. You give me a deception check.
I have a passive insight of 22, so I'm just gonna use that if possible.
Nope. You're gonna give me an insight check.
Okay.
30.
27.
She's a lockbox, bro. You're good at reading people, and you're like, I could do this all day. I could do this all day. Yeah. You're trying to get a beat on her, and it's a brief thing. You don't get a lock on her until right before you're about to teleport, and you're the one that notices Matt saying "be better" and how it just one brief forehead twitch. You know what I mean?
That's all I wanted to see was Matt was be better. If I can, cool.
Yeah. Prism, where are you heading?
Can I roll for nature? Because I know where.
Yeah, give me a nature check. This would be actually more survival, as you were just told head north. Bob has not left your finger. Bob is affixed to the finger. Bob is there.
All right, if I try to put Bob on my shoulder, will he stay there?
Bob is we'll say Bob is a brilliant sort of green. Winged. And in fact, everybody's butterflies that they kind of disturb as the nest flew away, everybody still has a little passenger. It's either floating around your head a little ways up, or it's if you give an invite of hey, can you?
It's on my lapel. It's just open up, as a very ornate.
I got a 13.
13. You think you know?
I have keen mind, which ways north.
Well done.
She's off track, just by a little bit, but.
I walk forward and I was a little to the left.
God damn it. She'll stab it, but it's fine. And then start going.
Just a random butterfly.
Yeah, just one that's in her way. She's just
give me an attack roll.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna murder
Just
something.
straight attack?
Yeah. Just a D20, add your... this is an unarmed strike.
You
Kill the butterfly.
You punch the hair out.
Kill the butterfly. Save
no.
the
die out of her
Oh
hair.
no.
This is literally the butterfly effect.
It's a 13.
Yeah. You're son of a... The butterfly's
Can I roll I guess either a nature or perception check on the butterflies to see their vibe?
You can give me a nature check. But as soon as you try to swat the butterfly, as soon as you're aggressive towards it, it's fuck this shit on my okay. And it just flies away. It joins
15.
the room. 15? Mm-hmm. What are you trying to...
I'm trying to see if there is I guess if there's any kind of beyond just looking like a butterfly. If they're masking anything, or if they have any kind of anything about them.
You can't tell that just by looking at it. I mean, was it a nature check?
Yeah.
Dude, it's super butterfly vibes. It's acting like butterfly vibes. And you've never seen butterflies attracted to creatures before, especially with the amount of flora and fauna that's everywhere. I mean, there's stuff that you've never seen before. There's flowers and things of that sort. With a little bit of direction, Prism starts walking ahead and heading north. But the butterfly just straight vibing, chilling around, except for Bob, because Furious had it on the finger and then on the shoulder, and now Furious is the only one that's just kind of the wings are folded in. It's just kind of it's almost nuzzling her a little bit.
So is your plan just to walk in, stab your way to your mom, or what?
I'm supposed to escort you there.
You know you're supposed to wait for everyone else to do the escorting, right? You can just follow for it.
Etheria said that I should start leading, so I did that.
I mean, I didn't say exactly that way, but I did imply it, so that's
So
fair.
would you like me to stop?
No.
Would you like to stop?
Okay.
Do we
You
need to
didn't
have a
answer my
calming
question.
circle?
Yeah.
No.
Because we can have
I'm
a calming
calm.
circle.
Thank you.
That's
A
how we
calming
walk
circle.
around.
Oh, well, we all stand in a circle and then we all breathe together so we get in sync and we all put our energies in.
Let's
a
breathe as we
positive-
walk toward our goal.
Okay.
Can we do a calming circle later?
So are we going or are we
We're
not?
going.
Thank you.
Okay.
Everyone begins to walk forward.
I pull Locke in the back. There's no way we get out of this alive. we're dead. Everyone else might be.
Do I hear that?
Dude, she reminds me of
Are you hiding this?
I pull him in the back of the in the back of the party. So if they're leading, he tries to keep a little distance.
But are you whispering it?
just like, I'm trying to because I'm not trying to announce.
I think you're focused on this one. What's your passive perception?
To be fair, we are talking about common
14.
circles.
14. Nah. I mean, I think it's just
like,
a little.
we just let them work.
Dude.
We're out of our element.
Bro. Dude, it's Belle. Bro. I need to win her approval. Or she's gonna be mad.
I get it. But
I get it.
maybe like kill something nice, but like not until we're supposed to.
He's gonna start swinging at bugs like,
You bug out prison?
As soon as you take a swing, your butterfly was like, I'm out. Like, your butterfly leaves. Like, as you start,
dude.
like, yeah.
Percy puts hers like as a hair like accessory.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But like, just let the non-humans take theirs one.
Cool. Chat. Can you say that? Chat, it's time to use some of the fun resources that my amazing partner, Indigo Chameleon, has given me. And you're going to roll on the random encounter table for me. I need a D100 from somebody in the chat right now as you begin to wander and walk the Feywilds. You've been given the direction of heading north. The party is... the weather is beautiful, honestly. Like, it's this temperate, like, 72, 73 degrees out.
There's like a moment.
64.
There's a moment where you guys see Holly visibly like relax. She's been tied up since Matt got there. There's a moment where she relaxes because it's the first time she's been home in like a very long time.
And that's what scares Paul.
That Holly relaxes for one.
Yeah.
She's always pretty chill.
He's known her in a constant state of just life, you know?
Yeah.
And now she's like content with life, and that's concerning.
yo, you're from the Feywild too?
Yeah. Wait, I thought you're from France.
Where?
France and the Feywild.
What's my marching order?
Oh, Etheria is sticking super, super close to Prism because she is determined that she's going to make her smile.
Holly is sitting super close to Etheria to make sure Prism doesn't kill Etheria.
So it's Prism, Affy, Holly, and it's I'm gonna make you smile, and you're like, I'm gonna make sure you don't die.
For example, it's do you like elephants? Because I have an elephant. His name is Tiny. I mean, it's just ongoing.
Is
chatter,
it a constant stream of
chatter.
sound? Okay.
Yes.
She's not responding.
I'm about 6 steps behind everybody, just being like, I'm way out powered.
You got Cure Wounds prepped. You got Calm Emotions prepped in the other hand. Bioshock.
Like, as close as I can get next to her, just like keeping up, just not saying anything, just like waiting for her to talk first. And
Percy's just weaving around in the middle, looking at flowers and picking flowers and stuff.
Right. I need my people up front then. To give me perception checks at disadvantage because of Affy.
That's fair.
Damn it, Affy.
I'll let you substitute perception or investigation.
Do I find any good flowers?
Give me probability.
perceptions are
53.
53. Let me get back to you on that one. What were my perception checks at disadvantage?
16.
19.
8.
6.
6. And then this one time, I was like, we found this thing, and then it turned out it was a thing, and it was, you hear somebody cry. Like, you're walking, and at first you kind of tune out Affy and them, but you hear I have beans. Oh, dang it. Dang it. I hurt my leg.
Hello? Hello?
Hey. Hello? It's me, Pico.
Oh my god, Pika! I don't know. Dude,
Who are you talking to?
I don't know. Like, I'm hearing someone cry, dude. It's kind of
Wait,
weird.
hold on. Remember we were in Neverland and there was that anglerfish thingy and it was someone that was in trouble? Maybe we should, like, not run into this.
Yeah, but that guy was kind of cool, like, in a weird, like, I'm gonna get it.
It was a big turtle monster.
Oh, God. Hey, hello, where are you, Pico, dude, where you at, man?
I'm over here. I can't get up because my leg hurts.
Okay, I'm walking. Just give me, like, a Marco Polo kind of
all
thing.
of you see Locke break away from the group, and immediately it just is like, I'm looking for
I gotta go make sure he doesn't die.
Yeah,
Does
he
this-
probably will.
Does this change
You're
what
just-
you do?
I've got to go
Fucking ball of sunshine like always.
You find a little yellow flower that when you shake it, it rings a tiny little bell. It's almost like it's like a ding, but it's like an audible sound.
Puts it in hair too.
Okay.
Could swat.
Yeah, and it's a faint little ringing. Like, ding, 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 ding. You go over and you see Pico. Pico is a tiny kobold. Okay. Pico is covered in war paint. And things of that sort. He's got armor on, but the armor looks like it's made out of some like chitinous like insect or something like that. It's like Beetleborg armor or something like that. And Pico's left leg from the knee down is just gone. It's flamed off. You see the charred like where the thing is, and he's just like he's rolling on the ground like this, almost like a child, being like, friend, help Pico. Pico's leg hurt. You help Pico. Pico tried to fight Dragon. Dragon killed all of Pico's war party. Friend. And Pico reaches like two hands to like be picked up by you.
Okay, you said there's a war party. We don't know if they're actually dead or not. So he could literally just be luring you to get now. Just put your hand back for a second. He could be luring us into a trap where all of his war parties going to attack us all at once. So maybe we should make sure there's no one else in the surrounding area.
Dude, and he pulls his rapier. Dude, is it just you, bro?
That works too.
It's just me.
Yeah.
Bro, bro, Pico.
If you're lying, bro, Pico, man, I'm taking that other leg. And he looks over at Prism like,
Give me an intimidation.
He's so down bad.
that's going to be a 9.
Thank you, Minnie B, for getting that. He goes,
done.
He goes, it's me, Pico, bro. It's just Pico, bro. And he just starts like crying. Like he's just
dude,
like,
that's messed up. Dude, I'm sorry,
it's just
man.
Pico, bro.
And he goes down to like pick him up.
Pico wraps his arms around Locke's neck like it's like a koala, like hanging onto like a. And you all see the kobold. Its leg is like kind of come off a little bit. He goes, Pico, part of raiding party found blue dragon hoard, lots of gold and magic items.
Which way?
Pico looks at you and goes, you frightened Pico.
Good. Which way?
Pico like looks over at you and just kind of like tries to shift around your body and then now is able to kind of like point an arm, like hold on with one arm and like point, and as you move he adjusts, like you've now got a little like Pico navigation system.
Is he actively bleeding? Or it was
the leg has been cauterized from extreme heat or something. You see that like it may have been bleeding at some point, but now it's just extra crispy, like it's charbroiled.
Pico, do you have anywhere you can go? Like we can take you there.
Pico's family found Blue Dragon, and Pico has no one now.
Pico, I got a question. This dragon, this blue dragon y'all were fighting, your leg looks like it was done up by fire, right? So it was shooting fire at you? Well, that's interesting, because like blue dragons don't use fire.
This
so
blue dragon shoot fire. And this blue dragon changed colors.
It changed colors?
It first be blue dragon, and then it come out of wall. It looked like wall, and then it changed blue, and then it changed red, and it ate all of Pico's war party.
Can I do an insight check?
You can certainly try.
Which direction is Pico pointing?
Pico is pointing northwest, like still the direction you're traveling, but just a little ways.
17.
27.
He seems like he's telling the truth. Cool. Like
I ain't never heard of a dragon that could change like that, but it seems like he's being...
Seems like
maybe it's magic.
That is true. We are in the Feywilds.
I'm going to say this lovingly. It seems like a whole lot of not our problem. Let's go.
It might be our problem, so be aware.
We can just not go near the dragon.
Locke gives Pico one of his purple flowers that makes him float that he got from Neverland. Yeah. So he hands him over. He just ties a bit to him like a little tie, so that way he's unencumbered but it's like around the waist.
What do you give Pico, bro?
Oh, dude, so you can't walk, man, and I need to be able to whoa, with these, right?
Okay.
So, dude, take this; it'll make you fly, float, or whatever.
He eats the flower, and you see him start to float. He's like,
things, Whoa. And I just carry him on the side.
You have a little bit of rope you tie around his waist or something, and then you're dragging a Pico balloon, as they're levitating.
Yeah, it's the purple one that
we need to go.
Mm-hmm. We do. Okay, go.
You look like you want to say something.
Are you following where he's pointing?
No, I'm still going the direction, but
Yeah.
perception is still in that area. and up.
Pico is floating in the direction he goes, and he's just kind of with the party. He goes, "What is names?"
Wait, hold on.
Don't have
Are
any.
we supposed to say that, dude?
No.
I mean, we can say our names, right? We just can't be like, you can have my name, right?
I don't think we should say him at all.
What?
Just don't say them.
What Pico call you?
Fran.
Friend. Pico bro.
Dude, nice.
Pico continues to float with the party. As it gets close, you see, as you're sort of traveling, all of a sudden you hit an actual road. It's your first sign of civilization. As you get to this main sort of road, Pico points off to a small path and goes, "This trail, Dragon Horde, in there, much gold, much magic items for Pico Bros war party. War party all dead."
Rest in peace. We don't go that way.
Nope.
Okay.
Pico, do you want us to go that way?
Pico looks and then looks down at his leg and then looks up and he goes, "Pico fine going with this group."
And continue on.
Yeah.
But write down in a notebook. Possible dragon skeleton.
Oh, I'm not the one to write it down. Maybe someone else.
Wait,
Law,
don't you
write
like
down.
dead things?
I don't have anything to write it down. I can write it on. She pulls out a femur and starts scratching into the femur.
Scrimshaw.
This is a wonderful
Okay, I will now
At that
begin.
point, Scrimshaw was invented.
It's ruined to canon.
She's carving it in the mouth. Puts it-
Draconolich.
She looks at you and winks like, I'm a scholar.
Is that from
I don't
someone
know.
you killed?
Killed? No.
Boring. And she keeps walking.
Oh, she's not acquainted with the delicacies of death yet. It's fine.
I can assure you she is.
I am.
Oh, no, the brutalities of death, not the delicacies of death.
Pico, during the walk, pulls out what looks to be a freshly dead rabbit and just starts tearing into it. Like, doesn't cook it or anything, but just...
She's like, no, I could have. Oh.
And then, and just starts eating it, like...
This is how The Hobbit was supposed to work.
He eats the rabbit and just continues to kind of like to do that. You guys continue to walk forward. You get the majority of your day. You feel the temperature start to drop. It's a slower drop. The Feywilds, the terrain starts to change a little bit. It goes from the fresh, lush greens and things of that sort to sort of muted colors on a lot of the flowers and things of that sort to a bit of a forest type setting. So less like lush meadows and things of that sort. And you see the trees start to rise up as the ground gets less firm and more swampy. We're not there yet. But it's starting to get a little bit like the temperature's dropping and this isn't as conducive for growing.
How far back is this? Did we know? No.
When she was a wee lass.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if my mom's alive, my grandpa's are
When
alive
she was
right
a
now.
When she was a young warthog. When she was young.
It starts to get dark.
Very nice.
The predator instincts in anybody who's traveled the Feywilds knows that the freaks come out at night.
Yep.
So the choice the choice starts to resonate in the heads of everyone here, whether it is safer to keep pushing forward or continue or look for a spot to rest or a place to...
Can we get to the place that we're going before night?
What would that kind of a check be? Survival?
I mean, she's been here before. She should know, right? Based on where we are.
Yeah.
She's
been here, but in a different time period. Things can change every
Yeah,
time.
but like forest to the palace, it should be like shouldn't have changed that much in a
Deforestation.
generation.
The
Like,
Feywilds are a living, breathing place. So
Things move.
you know that there's a forest, there's a swampy area, and then you're gonna get to the base of the mountains, and then up the mountain is the...
So I know it's going to be a few more days travel.
It's going to be at least 2 days travel.
We should probably rest.
Definitely not.
You don't want to
We
lose
maybe
the...
have another day or two.
Well, I for one believe that we should create camp and regroup our resources.
this is super dumb. Why couldn't Mab have just put us next to the castle?
Time doesn't work like that.
Yeah, but location.
Same thing.
Like, what's the difference between putting us 3 days from the castle or putting us 3 weeks walk from the castle.
She can't do everything.
When she's using someone else's power?
All right. Well, I guess we have to make camp.
I'm gonna cast Tiny Hut.
Okay. You cast Tiny Hut.
It'll fit people who are sleeping, except people who are going to watch, because people are going to have to take watch.
I'm going to tell Mab I'm a little bit annoyed about it, though, because honestly...
Please don't. I care for you. Please don't. I know.
With Tiny Hut, are you able to determine who goes into the hut?
Yes, I can. So people with spells and magical effects can go extend through the dome or be cast in it.
9 creatures of medium size or smaller.
What 9 creatures do you pick?
I pick everyone.
I'm
Here.
not going in. I'm taking watch for almost the whole night.
Okay, so is Pico part of that?
If you say no, I'm going to be outside with Pico. We've gotten pretty close.
Okay, then you can sleep outside with Pico. I don't know Pico.
That's fine. Like,
All right.
Pico, we camping, buddy.
We chillin'. Is Bob part of this?
The butterfly? The butterfly's still here?
Bob the butterfly is still here. You haven't swatted yours away.
No, but I will take it off and set it down. So I got a very important job for you. I need you to keep watch for us, okay?
The butterfly gives a small nod.
I'm totally trying to walk in the hut with Bob.
Bob isn't. I wouldn't have thought about Bob, so I wouldn't
And
have.
then Bob just slides up.
Bob, like as you walk forward, there's a as Bob is just kind of like floating out the and it's just like now trying desperately to like get
It'll
in.
be there in the morning.
But it's warm inside.
He might not be a butterfly.
I am. Hold on. I gotta find the ability. I'm going to use the wind, and I'm going to make Bob go away with the wind. The gust. 100%.
There's a a collection. Is there what are the components?
Tempestuous magic. It's instantaneous.
Okay.
You just see Bob's fluttering and just goes. You can't tell if it was wind or if a creature took it.
There were no somatic components to
I was
that?
outside the hut and you couldn't see me do it.
Well, I walked through. Well, I'm looking at Bob because he got stuck.
Yeah. I think you would see Bob is there, and then all of a sudden there's a and like Bob is Hadouken like.
She's just outside the hut yelling for Bob and looking around.
Please don't.
I mean,
What is the power of this?
Tempestuous magic.
Does it do any damage?
No. It just takes. You can cast a gust of wind up to 10 feet.
Okay, so Bob goes. Bob is Hadouken. Like basically, the arms are.
Yeah, he's not dead.
And you go, Bob, and then Bob, and then Bob just flies back down. Like as you are out of the hut, Bob like flies and lands back on your shoulder, and kind of like you see the whole butterfly turn and just kind of stare at Prism.
did you do that?
Do what?
Bob!
She does it again.
I think you feel it this time.
Percy instantaneously casts his Juracraft to cast a puff of wind in the opposite direction, so Bob comes back. And just looking at
There's
him.
a Bob is being like held in place like by the two winds and stuff. Afiria, do you just reach up and you're like, okay? Afiria grabs him and makes a little like cradle.
Okay, Bob can go in the hut. Bob can go in the hut. Just go in the hut.
Okay.
Just go.
I go in the hut with Bob.
Hope
Thank
he
you.
doesn't eat you.
Bob goes in.
I
All right.
can't help it. She's died already, so.
Anybody doing anything before they
Keeping
rest?
watch.
I'll probably talk to Prism. Block will probably talk to Prism a little bit.
I'll take a watch at some point.
How about this? We'll do this.
Sure.
Who's got first watch? I'm going to treat it like this. I will give you. I'll make this super easy because watch dynamics are always kind of wibbly wobbly and timey wimey. I'm going to give you 2 watches. I'm going to give you a first watch and a second watch. Okay. Who's taking first watch?
Me,
Prism
Luck,
and Locke
and Pico.
And Pico.
Who's taking second watch?
Oh.
You're not resting tonight?
I don't need to.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Prism,
I'm just gonna.
Fucking Astral.
Holly,
I'm gonna sleep then.
Paul.
Yes.
Nah, I'm sleeping. If there's people taking watch, I'm sleeping.
I'll just stay in and protect Bob and sleep.
Yep.
Okay. So no
Chris is
Paul.
gonna keep an
Who's
eye
taking
on
second watch?
Ophelia with Bob, watching Bob.
Who's taking second
Just-
watch again? I'm sorry, was that Cass?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Prism, Holly, and Cass. Okay. First one is Prism Lock and Pico. I have to do this. I apologize. Where are you? In regards to the hut is here. You still have Pico.
Right.
Are we?
Right outside the hut.
We're sitting right outside the hut, and we're just like we're looking at the perimeter. Are we looking up? Are we looking like? Are we just kind of surveying everything? If you are trying to be 360 here, and like I'm looking here, I'm looking here, I'm looking here, I'm looking there, like I'm gonna make this perception check at disadvantage. But if you're like I'm staring straight ahead, I'm just reacting to any sound I hear.
Knowing probably, well, just assuming Locke's only going to look left and right, Prism will look up.
Okay.
She's got the idea of the dragon.
You're staring up at the sky.
Yeah.
The skyline.
Locke has never been to the Feywild, so it's like, and be like, what was that? And like, was that something? Was that something?
No.
He's like, just catching every sound.
No.
Cool. You start your watch. Pico takes out a small piece of paper from his pocket, looks at it, looks at the two of you, looks down at the paper.
Dude, are you alright?
Is Pico's partner, and he shows you this, but you can't tell any details from this. Like, this is a child's drawing.
It's a
of,
stick
like,
figure.
You think you see ears, like, you know, like, and he goes, this Pico's partner. Boo.
Whoa.
Oh, peekaboo.
Dude, what a beautiful adaptation of your partner, bro. Yeah.
Pico folds the paper and puts it in. He goes, Pico have no one left.
You know what, dude? You can be a part of my family, man. Yeah.
Pico is family?
You can be part of my family.
Pico is family?
Yeah. Dude, if you got nobody left, man, I know how hard that is, bro. You could be a part of my family, too.
The third time you say it, there is a subtle snap. Like a subtle, like sort of arcane vibration. Because it was a 1, 2, and the third time of like, yeah, you can be a part of my family, Pico. You're my family. You're my family. On that third time,
Welcome back.
on that third time, Pico's left leg grows back. Where it was cut off at the knee, like Pico's leg grows back. And you watch as Pico like looks at you and nods. And the war paint begins to shift, and you see it forming on his face at the cheekbone areas, that long sort of like cobalt nose. The cheekbone areas, you see the insignia of the French flag. As the war paint morphs together and forms that of the French flag on the face. And he goes, Pico is family, and we'll always be here. Pico bro.
Oh my god, because I'm so grateful that you're part of my family now. Good, this is amazing.
I can talk
love
like
it.
this though, dude.
Oh my god, dude.
Pico for King of
You know
Hearts.
what? How about this? Let's make a pact, right?
Perception check, please. You do not get to make a perception check. You're focused on
On
Pico,
Pico,
like.
yeah.
Does he have a brother named Degayo?
That's his family name.
9.
Jesus.
A 9.
Oh, we have the luck though, so I can reroll.
You could. You want to burn your luck point?
Yep.
Yeah, that's better. That's a 17.
Okay. You are paying attention. You're looking up.
Pico, please.
Pico.
Motherfucker.
What's going on?
I'm not concerned about
We
it.
go into Feywilds for a day and we lose our heads.
Because we're in the Feywild.
Get this here.
You can't just control yourself.
You didn't do anything.
Yet,
I didn't do anything. I simply made a place
we
for us to
adopted
sleep.
a kobold,
He
various,
adopted a kobold.
He adopted.
various butterflies.
She adopted a butterfly.
I just want to
So-
take a nap, man.
You are taking a nap.
I'm gonna wake up to the weirdest stuff.
Dude,
I told.
Appy, I need you to go ahead and roll me a
Mage hand.
D12, please.
Oh no.
I'd like to mage hand
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Because I
Sounds
told
great.
Locke.
and grab the butterfly off of her forehead.
We
in
are.
a ball.
Okay.
Off my what?
Wasn't a deal.
That is a 1.
Oh god.
I'm rolling so well tonight.
Okay.
That's great.
It's a D12. It might be
That'd
fine.
be a good thing.
Dex.
I've rolled the all
Mage
night.
hand goes in and goes to like pull the
Mage
butter.
hand can't go in. It's a magic spell. Magic spells can't go past the tiny hut.
You're outside the hut. You send Mage Hand in. Affy, all of a sudden, your eyes flutter open, and everybody in the hut is
Let's see.
dead. Everybody's gone. Everybody's dead. Outside of the hut, you see Prism slumped over on their side, like this. You see Locke is laying on the ground with his hand outstretched like this, as Pico is standing over Locke with Locke's knife and just going bam, 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 just kind of laughing maniacally. As
Okay, is the hut still there?
the hut is still there, and
Do I see her dead?
yes, Holly's dead. Everybody in the tent
Okay.
is dead.
Can I have an insight? Because Etheria, she's a kid, but she's smart.
Yeah.
And my first thought was, if she looks dead, the hut shouldn't be there.
Okay. I will say you can give me an int check. I don't know
Okay.
if Affy. I'll give her an int check here, and I'll make it a low DC. I'll say a DC
Okay.
12. You know this spell enough times that you'd
Okay.
be able to do this.
That was a 16. I have a +0.
Okay.
Woo! So that was a 16 on the die.
You're like, this doesn't make sense. As Pico like looks over at you, and you see its eyes start to get wide as they bulge out of his head, and you see the giant wings start to like morph out of his body as Pico starts to turn into Bob the butterfly, but with a gaping maw. It's like dripping saliva. You're watching from outside the tent as you've just tried to mage hand and it doesn't work, as Etheria starts like thrashing in her sleep a little bit.
Etheria's gonna pinch herself really hard and yell really loud
Okay.
first.
I've been watching. Like I made sure I said I was watching Bob and Etheria.
We're still in the first watch.
I thought you were.
We're still
No, I made sure I said I'm going to keep an eye on Bob and Etheria.
You
both
did
on the
say
side.
that.
You did say you were
say
going to keep an eye on Bob and Etheria, so you're not resting?
No, because I don't trust the butterflies.
Okay. I'll say this. You would not have been getting a rest. You would notice Etheria is starting to rant and rave. And then Etheria gives this in wherever she is, gives a like screams at the top of her lungs. And it from in the tent, in the hut, you hear like just the tiniest little thing as Bob's proboscis is going like this.
Percy's going to reach forward and cast Chill Touch onto...
Okay.
She's in it, so she can't.
A few things happen all at
I can't
once.
cast anything?
No, you're in it, so you
Oh,
can't.
okay.
I'm giving you a surprise around here. You go forward and you reach for the butterfly.
Well, it's a skeletal hand, so it's not actually me. It's
Yeah.
almost like a mage hand.
Skeleton hand kind of flies forward. As that happens, there is this shape that manifests in the hut. What once was Bob is now this. The only thing I can equate it to is this demonic-looking baboon creature. Okay, it's got 3 separate rows, top and bottom, of razor-sharp teeth. This long prehensile tail and this black sort of fluff that's coming off of it. And as that happens, it turns around and looks over at you, and you see this long sort of like leech-like tube that's attached to Epheria's forehead and is pulling blood from Epheria's forehead while
Does
she's
the 17
sleeping.
hit?
The 17 hits. You get a surprise round here before everybody rolls initiative here, as this is taking place inside the hut. Okay?
It's a very cool damage.
Have I woken up?
A 17?
We're about
Yeah,
to.
17 was my
It's
attack.
not a critical hit. Why is there a reason it's a
It's a
critical?
ranged attack.
You're up close and personal. Did you roll that at disadvantage?
No. I just rolled it. It's a
You're within a small, tiny hut, like you're right up on her. So if you're doing a ranged attack here, this is going to be a disadvantage. But you would know this. Do you have anything up close and personal that you would have rather done?
Well, I said I cast Chill Touch, so I'm not going to recommend.
Give me this at disadvantage then. This is a ranged attack.
It was a nat 20 and a 13.
Okay,
Plus 14, 15, 16, 17. So that would be, again, a 17.
that hits. Give me damage.
Okay, so that's 1d8 1d. No, that's 2d8.
Okay.
My baboons and my butterflies confused.
So that is 8 points of necrotic damage.
8 points of necrotic damage. You get a surprise round
And
here.
the hand clings to it, and it can't regain hit points.
Yeah.
I cast lightning lure.
Okay.
Strength save of 16.
You go to cast it. The lightning goes forward. You're outside the hut. It doesn't.
You can go in the hut.
Well, I already cast, so.
I'll say this: you can either use cast lightning lure or go inside the hut to get yourself into this space. This space is going to get crowded real freaking quick.
I'll drop it when I wake up. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because you're asleep too.
I am.
How many people are in there?
1.
It's 3 of us, I think.
4.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bob.
5. 6.
I'll go in and cast it.
Okay. I'll say you're able to go in on this turn. Like that's your surprise round. Everybody roll initiative. Okay.
Do you want me to roll it now and just use it for
I want you
if
to
I need
roll
it later?
initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're about to wake up. As
Okay.
soon as this thing transforms out of butterfly form into its original form, you're gonna awaken to see this thing like on top of you with a little bit of blood coming off your forehead. Okay. What is this? Oh man, this thing is Dexy.
Oh god.
Okay. Cool. Wait. Okay. 20 to 25.
24.
Yay! Paul did it.
Come on, Paul.
Natural 20. What a waste.
Yay.
20 to 15.
19.
15.
Athy.
Yikes.
That's it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Lock.
I did it.
15 to 10.
11.
Percy. Holly. 10 to 5. 5 to 1.
3.
Nice.
It was just a really big scare.
Confirming. Paul. Creature. Affy. Creature. Lock. Percy. Holly. Prism. Okay.
Wait, you said creature twice.
I did.
Huh?
Paul, you are up first. You awaken with a bit of a start, buddy. As people are screaming inside the tent, there is a giant sort of baboon on steroids creature that is on top of Affy with these like rows and rows of teeth inside the tent. It is very extremely close quarters.
Okay, cool. He's gonna wake up and like very groggily cast Aura of Purity.
Okay. Tell me about Aura of Purity.
It's an action. Until the spell ends, the aura moves and centered on you, and it's a 30-foot radius around me. Each non-hostile creature in the area, including you, cannot be diseased. Resistant to poison has advantage on saving throws against being blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, poisoned, paralyzed, and stunned.
Okay. You throw this up, and there's the inside of the tent illuminates with this bright light as Aura of Purity it kicks off. That's your action. You're doing anything with your bonus action.
I don't think I've got one. Yeah, no, we're good.
Does Aura of Purity affect sleep?
It does not.
Okay. It is the creature's turn. The creature reaches in underneath its eye sac. Okay. Reaches in and grabs down and pulls that eyelid down and grabs what appears to be gritty sand from underneath its eyelid and takes it and goes clap like this, smacks its hands together. Every single person in the tent needs to give me a wisdom saving throw or you are about to fall into a deep, deep, deep sleep.
Is this a
If you are
magical
immune to it.
effect?
If you are immune to it, it doesn't work. It is a magical effect.
Just I get advantage.
17.
17 is a pass.
I'm good at the wisdom.
You're starting to wake up here. I need you to make this roll as well. So
Okay.
this is
What was it?
this is a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
25.
That's a pass.
Hard 20.
Hard 20, that's a pass.
12
is a fit. As Affy comes out of it, Affy just kind of hits the ground a little bit. You realize that Affy's fallen asleep and this thing is on top of her. Okay, but that sand that kind of puffs out in a little cloud gets underneath Affy's eyelids. Did you add your plus to that for being a paladin? To your saving throws and stuff like that?
I mean, it's on DDB, and it should be.
Okay.
And I have a +7 to wisdom saves. I just rolled crappy.
Okay, cool. You see Affy start to get up a little bit, and then poof, as that happens, the butterfly changes that was floating around your head into that creature, and is going to do the exact same thing. Reaches into its eye and just boom. Who's outside the tent? Just you
And Pico.
and Pico. I need a wisdom save, my dude.
Good. 11. Wisdom, that is going to be a... that's an 11.
The fight changes a little bit. The dynamic changes as everybody that's in the tent looks outside to see Locke get up and another creature come out and kind of clap its hands. The sand starts to fall as Locke and Pico both fall under this attack and just poof, crumble and hit the ground as this thing jumps on top of Locke, and you see the proboscis come out of its mouth and attach to Locke's forehead. Okay?
Son of a bitch.
Locke, buddy, you out. Give me a D12, please.
D12. D10.
Never trust another butterfly again.
That is going to be a 12.
12. Okay. Locke, you lose 12 hit points.
Oh, God.
Okay. And your hit point maximum is reduced by 5.
Oof, okay.
If you are to lose all of your hit points from attacks made by this creature, you are not waking up. There's no amount of magic in the world that can save you. You are out. You are forever asleep. Okay?
Gotcha.
All right. That is Locke's turn. Percy.
Percy is going to... I don't know if it would get an attack in this round. Percy's going to cast Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound.
Okay.
Into
Where?
the space. Right next to me. Can I do that?
I'm going to say because of the hyper-specific thing of this situation, the minute you were to cast that spell, it's too cramped. The spell would
You
not...
can fit 9 people.
Well,
There's
that's
only
fine. I have
one
a
to-
contingency.
Depends how
Five
big
of us.
this
I'll say this. If you want to, you can manifest the dog in the corner. Okay? You want to summon the dog here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it's too crowded, I can do another
Now,
thing.
if the hut can hold normally 9, it's a 10-foot radius dome.
It says if it's 9 medium to small creatures.
You should be fine.
10-foot radius is 20 feet across.
Yeah, you're
That's
fine.
pretty big.
Yeah, that's huge.
Okay.
Okay. You summon your faithful hound.
My good boy.
Your good boy.
Boys.
That's your action, or are you doing anything with your bonus action?
I'm probably... Well, I guess I'll use it to direct Serby to point at him and say something clever.
What are you doing?
Something clever.
Something clever. I'm basically sicking the attention of Serby onto this creature.
Okay.
Probably won't get an attack now, right? Because it's the beginning of each turn, so...
At the start, nope, it does not do it now. Okay. You're basically sick 'em. You all don't see anything manifest in the space. All of you just hear this invisible barking sound as
3 barking sounds.
As Percy
It's
casts.
echoes.
It's got 3 hits.
Oh, that's right. It only does the one.
It does the one bite,
Yeah.
but for aesthetics,
Yeah, but
it's
you
a
hear
3-headed dog.
three little barks.
The strongest of heads bite.
Okay. Percy's turn. That was it. Holly.
First thing I'm doing is bonus action unsettling words toward the thing eating at a furious face. So its next saving throw, it'll take away. Where's my D8? Where's my D8? There it is. Take away 7 from its next saving throw.
7 minus from its next saving throw.
Yep, and then I'm gonna cast Charm Monster.
Okay. What's the saving throw on Charm Monster?
Wisdom saving throw of 16.
Alright. Let's do this.
Because at advantage, we're attacking it. But it does take away 7.
No, that's not going to do it.
Ah, crap. Okay.
No, I mean, it falls charmed by you.
Oh.
Hang on, man. Does Charm Monster work on Fae?
Says an attempt to charm a creature, if it is a creature.
Yeah, it's a creature. Yep. You even though it gets this thing at advantage, you're using your words to sort of like to slowly like affect this thing,
Yeah.
and as your words weave around its head, all of a sudden its eyes get a little glazed over as it looks over at you with this odd look on its face.
Off.
Give me an animal handling.
Animal handling.
Does Charm Monster give you control over it, or have you
It's
as a friendly acquaintance?
toward me.
Yeah. So give me an animal handling. At advantage.
Animal handling at advantage with my blast for a session. Dirty 20?
Dirty 20. Okay. It reluctantly looks like it's going to try to get off of her at this turn, but it's friendly towards you. It's still looking at the group with animosity in its eyes.
And I'm like looking at you guys, and I'm like pointing toward the one that's attacking him outside.
Holly, that's your turn. Prism.
I am taking my movement to go back outside.
Okay, step out of the tent.
Stepping out of the tent.
That would have dropped the tent because concentration.
Okay, cool. The tent's gone.
Okay, great.
Like every reason.
I'm going to twin lightning lure.
Okay.
Using a sorcery point.
Heck yeah.
And that's going to be a strength saving throw.
Okay.
For both of them.
Give me Affy and Locke. Both of you give me strength saving throws, please. No, that is a failure on both parts.
10.
Oh. God.
16.
Okay. 16?
16.
16 saves. 10 is
Okay, you're going to take this lightning damage too. You'll take. I'll have it.
on just one. So this is the one on Furia. That is 11 points of lightning.
Yep, Afiria, you're up. You take I'll have it. I'll say you take like 6 points of lightning damage. The thing is going to take the full. It's still attached to her by the proboscis. So as you slam into this thing, Affy, your eyes shoot open as you get this burst of pain as this creature's on top of you. Still at this moment, you manage to kind of like shrug it off. Like, do you still take half damage on this? So I'll say you take like a point of damage, lightning damage, but it wakes you up as well.
Oh God.
Yeah, so it's 11 for both of them.
Does it get a save every time it's damaged?
It doesn't say that.
Okay. Take a look at that for me. Prism, that is your action. Are you doing anything with your bonus action?
I haven't done this character before. What are my bonus actions? Hold on.
It's charming until the spell ends or until your companions do anything harmful for it, so it's not charmed anymore.
So as soon as that lightning hits, that thing like sort of unglassed eyes, and it's looking over at you.
You're not.
Is it still attached to Affy?
Yep.
Sorry.
I'll say this, Prism. That is the end of your turn, and then next time we'll look at it. See
No,
what
we're
our
fine.
bonus action economy.
That's all I got.
Go back to the top of the initiative order, okay? From farther away, all of you hear the sound of beating wings.
We gotta get out.
It's a distance off, but whatever noise you all have made with lightning blast and attack roll and these things screaming in the night, it's attracted something. Okay, Paul.
So Locke is still on the ground.
Locke is still on the ground. He's awake. His eyes are open. He just has to.
But he still has something on him.
He still has something on him. Afiria is laying like in the midst of this group with this thing on top of her, but Afiria is awake now and just sort of staring up at this thing.
The HUD is down.
Yep.
Paul's gonna look at Locke and see how Locke has taken an eye to Prism, even though he's been with Paul since the very beginning, and he's like, God, okay, whatever.
The jealousy is real.
But he will cast Freedom of Movement on Locke.
Okay. So Locke, swirling of magical energies, you feel like good vibes from Paul sort of overtake you as you feel your muscles sort of like You know those electric shock that when you're trying to work on it? There's a
tense up, get straight.
as you feel this like sort of freedom move throughout your whole body, knowing that you could roll off of this thing and break through any sort of hold it has on
So instead of you would spend 5 feet of your movement speed, and you can break out of non-magical grapples.
Nice.
Thing in the tent. Turn. Paul, is that the end of your turn?
I'm gonna
Freedom of movement concentration.
It is not.
Okay.
So
You doing anything with your bonus action?
nope, we're good.
Okay. This creature that was on top of Affy, that has been charmed, does what you said. It gets off of Affy.
But it does know that I charmed it.
It crouches down and just uses Affy as a stationary diving board. Basically, like, gets down and goes, like, pushes off from Affy's chest, straight up and down on top of you.
Cool.
I need a dexterity saving throw.
Wonderful.
It's just.
Hold on.
Holding.
Can I hold on? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not familiar with
No, it's
my
okay. It's okay. It's a brand new character.
No.
16.
16 is a failure. This thing jumps through the air and lands on top of you. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. As you are knocked prone, as this thing does a crushing leap, just a like people's elbow up, bam, and smashes. It's off of Affy. Affy, you take this like deep breath as it kind of like made you kind of lose your breath a little bit, but you are now knocked on the ground with this thing staring at you and just kind of screaming into your face.
Gross.
Okay.
Gross.
Gross.
You, David.
Good callback.
You are officially grappled by this thing now, okay? Because this thing has just kind of knocked you down to the ground.
I'm not a fourth level spell king. I'm sorry.
Affy.
We have to.
I'd like it to make a wisdom save of 16. I'd like to cast command.
Okay.
Yes!
It rolls a 2. What do you command?
Flee.
Be gone.
Which one?
The bug.
The one on lock?
The one I can
or the
see,
one
because the one on lock is outside.
The
Their 10 is gone.
10 is gone.
Okay, all right.
So the one on lock or the
then,
one on hot?
Then if I see both of them, if she's awake enough to see both of them, then I'm casting it at second level and saying it to both of them. Because what I can do, it says, at higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of second or higher, you can affect one additional creature for each slot level above first. The creatures must be within 30 feet of each other when you target them.
It's okay. We'll fight a dragon. It's fine.
No, we're gonna get out of here.
Frick. This doesn't even matter if you're fighting it, does it?
Nope.
Does not.
No,
Command's pretty cool.
It's a cool paladin spell.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I love it.
He's like, I remember that.
Fuck a duck. Okay. Affy looks over at the two creatures and it just like it's like big voice comes out of Affy as these things kind of take a little step backwards. You will have to wait and see what they do. Great. Yep, great. Awesome. After you yell at it, it seems like it's super effective. In fact, the one that's next to Locke disengages from Locke and immediately starts running into the forest. It uses the entirety of its turn to run into the forest. It gets 60 feet away as it's just hightailing into the trees. Locke.
The one that's on Holly, just can use my movement speed. I mean, I'm on the ground. Is it going to cost me?
Half your movement speed to get up, and you guys are
5.
right up close.
Okay, so then
5 with freedom of movement. It's 5.
5 with freedom of movement.
Yeah, so then I'm going to use my movement speed and then just pull out my dagger and just start going to town on this.
Give me an attack roll.
Stab.
That is going to be a 24.
A 24.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice attack.
Give me that sneak attack damage, baby.
These are a lot of dice. Hold for show. All right.
Rogue go stab.
Rose goes to
I cast stab multiple times.
31 points of damage.
Locke just goes, "Ah, and this thing kind of rolls its shoulder off. As soon as Locke finishes, you hear a "for France" as Pico reaches forward and takes a little bone dagger and jumps on the other shoulder and attempts to stab it. Pico's not good at stabbing. Pico's like, "For France," and like jumps on this thing and like tries to stab, and this thing just kind of like shoulder checks him, and he goes, "Viva la revolution!"
I love Pac-Man tactics.
As Pico like falls to the ground, unable to assist Locke in this. Percy.
So Serby's going to attack.
Okay.
That's a 15 plus 8.
That hits.
So that's a lot. Yeah, that hits. So that's...
I am dark. Bark, bark.
Bark.
Very good.
24 points of piercing damage.
From Faithful Hound?
It's 48.
How much did you roll?
I rolled 2 8s, a 6, and a 2.
Good lord. Okay. Yeah.
He has 3 heads.
He does have 3 heads.
He said, chomp.
Cerberus be like, no.
No.
Much heads. Good bite. Wow. Yeah, okay, great.
Then Percy's going to cast Toll the Dead. It's a wisdom save of 14.
Wisdom save of 14.
Please.
15?
Yeah. It saves.
It saves? Okay, yeah. As you go, there's this gong as you go forward towards it, and it manages to kind of like tilt its head to the side and sort of shake it off a little bit. But it's got a huge invisible dog like mauling it as a chunk of it is like taken off.
Bark, bark.
Bark. Great.
Back.
That's Percy's turn. Holly.
I am grappled. So there's not much I can do.
Stab up.
I'm gonna do Vicious Mockery. You can't grapple my mouth.
What? Well,
Okay.
Hold on now.
we've just
Scientists are
mouth
still
grappling.
unsure.
In this situation.
make a committee about grappling mouths.
No, from now on I'm calling
Kill
it
him,
only mouth
Mockery.
grappling.
Say it's mouth grappling.
I haven't been home for 2 weeks. I mouth grappled Tracy so hard. All right. What is your vicious mockery?
Get off me, you ugly motherfucker.
Okay, great. What is the save?
There's no wisdom save 16, yes.
There's a save of
Here's
vicious
the save.
It rolls a 16. Oh, it's got a... No, wait, hang on. It fails.
Cool. Okay.
Its odor said a lot less.
It's 8 points of damage.
It just dies.
I would love that.
This, unfortunately, it's not enough
And
to
it
die
has
from a bad
Mocked to
word.
death.
It has disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Okay.
The bard's dream, though, is to like kill somebody with vicious mockery.
It really
It
is.
was the sickest burn ever.
Sickest burn.
died.
So next attack roll he does will be at disadvantage.
Okay. Prism.
Prism is going
Oh,
to
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was your action. What's your bonus action?
I was gonna give Bardic Inspiration to Prism.
What do you say to Prism?
Get this fucking thing off me!
Does an individual need to accept the inspiration?
Sure! Do you accept the inspiration?
Yes,
Cool.
but Prism's going to do something very stupid.
I love that for her.
And ignore.
Okay.
Prism is going to run to Molly and put herself underneath the creature and attach it to herself.
Like take the sucker off, like just
And put
pull
it
it
on her.
off and like put it on
Yep.
on your head.
You dumb motherfucker.
Yep.
All right.
Inspiration. Boom, inspired.
I'm not gonna make you roll for this. This is like too stupid to make someone roll for it. So essentially, you feel these 2 hands grip your shoulders, and it's like I don't even think you do that. I think it's a leg thing. I think you come forward and you like kick the shoulders out, and it's you slide out. You're like, what just happened? As the sucker just attaches to your head.
Would that be movement and action?
I would say that that's movement and action.
Got it.
In your mind, everybody on the battlefield disappears, and Map is there.
Yep.
And she goes, I love you
Do you?
as much as someone like me could love anyone.
Gross.
That tracks.
And as that happens, roll a d12.
My D12, I don't use this very often. 3.
3. 3 points of damage gone as that sucker like attaches. You see there's this like move upward as like Prism is attached. End of the round. That creature's off in the woods. It's like takes off in a mad sprint, gets 60 feet away. All of a sudden the command stops, turns back to look at the group at the end of the round, takes a step forward, and then something shoots like a bullet out of the night sky down towards this thing, grabs it, and leaves a leg behind from the creature. Like goes forward and grabs it and just like leaves one leg standing, and the leg just like toddles over and falls to the side.
She's like, that's mine. I call it.
As one thing like just kind of comes down and like grabs it. It's like the leg falls to the side as some creature swooped down from the trees, grabbed this thing, and with a beating of wings, as it's hard to track because it's night, flew back up to the canopy. As a new player enters the canopy.
Oh goodness.
Okay.
Maybe it'll be nice. We'll talk to it.
Paul.
More family.
He helped us.
I'm picking more Percy's optimism this game.
Great. Paul's so tired of this, man. he said, hey, don't touch strange things. And what did everyone do? We touched some sort of strange thing.
I didn't bring it into the hut.
Not everybody. But Prism, no offense, but you are a strange thing right now. So we brought you along.
The only thing that's touched me is the creature. Thank you very much.
Which is a strange thing. So you've been touched by a strange thing.
All right, that's your turn.
But I'm gonna throw the first, I think, real damaging spell Paul has done in the entire campaign. And I'm gonna throw a 3rd level guiding bolt at the thing that's on Prism.
This is your first attack spell.
Yeah.
Nice.
The entire campaign. This is the first time you've attacked something.
Yeah. Cool.
Give me an attack roll.
I'm terrified. No!
I'm gonna use that inspiration. That luck pen.
The luck point. Okay.
That's much better.
Okay.
A 21.
A 21 hits. You're hitting the creature, I
Yes.
assume, right?
I'm hitting a creature with 25 points of radiant damage.
God damn.
Okay.
And the next person has advantage on the attack.
Unfortunately, you guys did a ton of damage to the one that left.
Yeah, I know.
Like, this one has taken 7 points of damage. The other one took, like, 94. So, this one... Okay, cool. You do this, and this thing, like, glows. Like, go, oh! Like, as Paul's holy light... He's not religious. Paul's holy light, and you guys hear, nice. As the...
He's got a cool little, like tie-dye shimmer to him.
Sweet.
Nice.
The percolating of them.
What does this thing want to do? It's going to keep... it's just going to rip into you. Like, it's going to... like, those claws come out. It hasn't used the claws yet. It's up close.
Can I use a reaction?
You can certainly try.
Silvery barbs.
Okay, what are you doing?
Magically distract the triggering creature and turn it momentarily answer into encouragement for another creature.
It's going to take this advantage hit at disadvantage now.
Okay.
So it's going to be a straight roll.
Okay.
I'm also going to use my reaction and use shield.
You are not here. You are talking with Mab right now. You are out. That
Yeah,
proboscis
got it.
hit it. Like you are not in it to win it right now. So, okay. So I'll say that. Who are you giving the advantage to?
Me.
Okay. So you take the little moment of certainty and like boom, take it. So the next attack roll that you make will be an advantage. One of those claws is going to miss. One is going to hit. 17 points of slashing damage as it rips across the chest. You guys watch as Prism in that dream state, that proboscis still attached. Like this thing manages to get as can. It's tearing into it. Like it's that beating of wings is circling the group. Like it's up above. You can feel the little. Like the little burst, little gust of something above the tree canopy just going like as the leaves and dirt just kind of move, almost like a helicopter would displace dirt or something along those lines. Affy,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna. There's still the one right in front of me that's on Prism right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'd like to do is use my channel divinity.
Okay.
with which is it? The Divine Smite.
Oh, okay. Are you doing
Okay.
Divine Smite with this?
Yep.
Okay.
Because we're sleeping. Like technically, have I already had a long rest?
Yeah, you've already had a long rest. Divine Smite is if you land the attack, you can just pump a Divine Smite into it.
Oh, got it. Okay,
Like-
yeah. Sorry, I forgot that. It's been a while since I paladined.
Yeah.
You also
Okay,
have
so
an
then I'll
advantage on this roll because he's still glowing.
It's still glowing. So whatever attack you're going to make with it, this would be a good time to like.
It is
Okay.
absolutely glowing.
It is
Looks
glowing.
great.
It's a glow up
Moisturized,
from the first
unbothered.
one.
Okay, so then what I'll do
Yes.
is I will cast. Actually, this is a good time anyway. Then I'll cast Branding Smite as my bonus action,
Yeah.
so that I also get an extra 2d6, and then I'll hit it. But I can roll to hit and then use the divine or the channel divinity.
Yeah. So
Okay,
so
got it.
so what is your bonus action? Your bonus action is
The Branding Smite.
Branding
which
Smite
is
as
an extra 2d6.
you pull out your weapon and you imbue it with holy energy. And as you do, you wind up. And as you do, you're aiming for the center of this thing's mass. Give me an attack roll at advantage.
Okay, that's with my Warhammer,
Yeah.
which is my lollipop one.
The image is too good.
Okay, so that is a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay,
Are
so
you pumping a divine smite
I
into
am
this
pumping
as well?
a divine smite.
Okay.
So it's a D8, and then it's got 2 D8s, and then is it a fiend?
It is not.
It's not. Okay, and then I've got the 2 D6s from the. Okay, I'm just gonna roll it here because it's easier than trying to do all that on there. Okay, that's a 10, 18, 19, 22, 23 points of damage.
Okay. I'll say the 23 is enough to knock the proboscis straight off of your head. It's enough damage for it to, like, the proboscis, like, kind of retracts as Affy comes forward with that lollipop, and it's just a whack! All of you feel the vibration as that lollipop, and you know how heavy it is, swings around and hits this thing, and you almost see the ribs crack and deflate a little bit as Affy hits this thing. Affy, that's your action, and that's your bonus action.
Yes.
Okay. Lock.
Dagger time. Just gonna keep going. That is gonna be a 17.
That just hits.
Okay. Okay.
It's also shedding dim light in a 5-foot radius.
It's not going to be able to hide.
Right.
Okay.
Oof.
That's a lot of sneak attack damage.
33.
33. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
I get a 4d6.
I think it's an almost simultaneous as Etheria comes down with that lollipop. It's a she almost smacks it into you. It's like a
Hold here.
You got the knife up. Pico goes forward and it goes, what's the second time? And rolls a 3. Misses completely, like it's bad with the dagger. And Pico's like, these are French, never surrender. And you're like,
Sorry, it wasn't all of the hop. I forgot. I messed up. It was my star.
oh, Princess Wand.
Princess Wand. That's
Even
what it
better.
was.
I
I forgot.
So this thing
been a
now
while.
has a glowing star imprint
Yeah,
on
that's
it.
right.
That's there. That's Locke's turn. That's there. Percy, I need a perception check as a free action.
Not good, my dude.
Okay.
That's an 8.
Don't worry about it.
Cool.
Take it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Serby is 8, 6, 8, 9, 10, 14 to hit.
14 misses. Serby comes forward, and you see this creature, prehensile tail, like comes forward and smacks one of the dogs on the nose, and the 2 next to it start whining. You just hear as this tail like hits it in the nose like a newspaper. Like, no, bad.
Then Percy's gonna point at it and cast Levitate. And it's a con save of 14.
Ooh, okay.
I really want this to work.
It's a nat 20, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's a nat 20 on this one, so you go to cast Levitate, and it just kind of rips into the ground a little bit. Like, it's blood is still pouring off of it from the stab wounds and the lollipop hits and stuff like that, but it grabs into the ground. You're trying to levitate it, and
I
it doesn't
had the
quite work.
best idea. Would have been so cool.
It's so
Would've
good.
been so
That's your
cool.
action. You doing anything with your bonus action?
I don't know if this is a bonus action. It doesn't say, so I can end it as a bonus action, but I think it's an action. So no, I think that's it.
Okay.
She's gonna give a little scratchy scratch to
Dude,
Serby.
like, it's fine. It's fine. Holly, I need a perception check as a free action.
11, 12, 13, 14, 16.
Who's hurt the most? Who's down the most?
Does on top of
I'm
like
at 36.
Yeah, I got 53 of
Yeah, so it's
65.
Okay. As you're about to like look at this thing, you look up into the trees, and there is a creature that's hanging vertically like down a tree. Okay, like it's like lengthwise of the tree, but it's camouflaged to the tree. But for just a brief second, its eyes open, and it looks down, and it's staring right at you. And you see this barbed tongue kind of go, like come out as it licks its lips, as the wings kind of unfold from the tree itself, as this thing is staring at the most wounded creature, which just happens to be you.
But wouldn't it be the creature that's on top of me?
No.
Damn it.
Serby can
try.
see invisible creatures.
It's
or
not
creatures
invisible.
that are.
You just camouflaged.
It's just camouflage.
There's a difference between like invisible and camo. So this thing is just staring down at you, and it's licking
And
its
it
lips.
ignores illusions.
God damn it.
Do you tell us?
This fucking weird thing, and I'm gonna cast. When you do that, use unsettling words for that. So it.
It's just 3 inspirations down.
I have 1 left. Yep.
Okay.
Takes away 6 from its next saving throw.
6 for the creature that's hanging.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
It might not be for me, but for someone else.
I'll say this: her yelling at this creature, whatever she's yelling, causes everybody's eyes to just dart up for a quick second and see this thing, like kind of looking down at the group, and it's like Pico goes, "The dragon," you know, like as he says this, like you kind of looks up. Yeah.
Do we know what it is? Like, can I make a check to see if I recognize the animal?
On your turn, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm just a support character. I don't have
All right.
things. I'm gonna throw a knife at it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just a support
Give me
character.
an attack.
Throw a knife at it.
I don't have any support spells that are gonna help in this current situation.
Listen, as a support character, hey.
25 to hit
25 hits.
for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Shoot! Get out of here!
The knife slams into this thing, and it kind of looks down at the knife, and then looks over at you. And you're like, shoot!
Get
Just shakes its head.
Fair enough. I tried.
Prison.
I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on the creature on top of me.
Okay.
So it's an intelligence roll of 16.
It's not
Take
very
away 7.
smart.
And
What is your
all-
spell save DC?
16.
It's not -7, it's -6.
-6.
But it's still a
So wait,
actually-
it
It
does.
fails.
It fails. Okay. All the creature hears is be better.
Call back.
The creature all of a sudden sees its mother wearing a dress that it should never be wearing. And,
Goes all the way down to the navel.
That is 11 points of psychic damage.
11 points of psychic damage. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Perfect. And with my bonus action, I'm going to use telekinesis. And do I see? I saw the creature in this tree, right?
You did. Everybody saw it.
Perfect. I'm going to shove with telekinesis towards the creature.
Okay.
This thing off of me.
Okay. The creature goes. The creature kind of slumps over as this sharp shooting pain hits it, and it's the mother of all migraines. As this thing kind of slumps over. And as it slumps forward, you catch the weight of this thing, and just kind of go like, eat food, and like Kobe. You pick it up and you shove it towards the gaping maw of this thing. As the mouth opens, all of you hear the jaw unhinge, like unclick, like as the jaw just kind of like drops all the way down, almost larger than the creature itself, as it's being held by these sinewy tendons. The creature goes in. It's like a 3-pointer. Like as the creature goes in, and the jaw just clicks back into place. From that, we are back at the top of the initiative order. The creatures that you started with are dead. Paul.
Okay.
Actually, no, wait. The thing goes. It drops down from the tree. To within 15 feet of the group, and it's doing the cat butt wiggle. The cat's in hunt mode. It's doing the dragon like butt wiggle, like it's moving at the ground, and it's kind of staring at the group, and its eyes darting back and forth.
Okay.
It's going to eat someone.
It's going for somebody. Cool. So main action, emboldening bonds on Holly, on Prism, on Locke.
Okay.
That's a D4 on an attack roll, ability check, and saving throw once per your turn.
Cool.
And then bonus action. Bonus action, Sanctuary on Holly.
God bless you.
Holly, you feel that radiant energy sort of envelop you, that Paul, it's a vibe. As that energy sort of enfolds you, this creature's eyes are trying to concentrate on you, and then just sort of shifting them now as it's still staring at the group. Affy, weird chameleon dragon creature, is now on the ground. It's staring at the group. Everybody's sort of at equal footing right now, but it's waiting for some sort of movement.
I guess I'll smack that with the same wand that I smacked the other thing with.
You're running forward to meet it?
Yep.
Okay, 20 feet of movement, runs forward, wand at the ready, and you're just bringing it straight down on this thing's head. Give me an attack roll.
Drop the
All right,
hammer
so that's a
with
D8.
star.
You know what? Let's do another divine smite on that. So then I've got 3 D8s. It's not a fiend either, correct? No, because yes.
It's Fey. So I'll give you this. It's Fey.
Okay.
But you need to give me that attack.
Oh yeah,
roll.
that's right. Thank you. That's a 17 hit.
17 misses. Affy, you come forward with that star wand, and you bring that you bring it down. You smack it on the top of its head, and it kind of looks over at you, and it's just unfazed. Like it takes the attack and hit. But Affy has separated themselves from the pack at this point. That's your action. You do anything with your bonus action.
Yeah, with my bonus action, I'm using casting Shield of Faith on myself.
I'm so sorry. I said some shit. You said some shit. I'm a child. I'm a little
This is the
child.
equivalent of Tony Stark going, "I'm gonna kill you." The bullet ricocheting and him putting on the armor, being like, "Oh, oops."
Okay.
Yes, that's it.
Shield of Faith. You get a +2, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. You guys watch as there's a shimmering shield. As this creature comes forward towards it, all of you hear a caw-caw! As an individual dive bombs from the tree canopy. But clad in red shirt, red pants, and feathered wings, they are wearing this golden sort of mask in front of it, and he yells, "Get fucked!" Dive bombs into this thing, and as he does, right before he hits the ground, he fires what you recognize to be a gun. It is a large barreled gun that he points at this thing, looks down, and waits, and it fires with such a ferocity that it lifts him up a little bit as he's falling from the trees. It's a this thing gets wrecked.
Oh hell
It's
yeah!
walloped.
I love that.
Okay, a chunk out of the left wing is blown off of this thing as the dude in red kind of falls down and does a and then it knocks himself prone because he wasn't looking to land, he was just looking to hit this thing.
Yeah.
And hits it and then hits it and he goes and just kind of hits the ground, and as he looks at the group he gives a wave, he's like, "Hello!" And lifts the mask up and takes a flask out and uses his bonus action to take a swig from the flask, close it, and then bring the mask back down again as he hits this thing. Locke.
Okay, so Locke is
Shoot
gonna.
your gun.
Locke is gonna take his gun and he's gonna spin the chamber real quick. He's gonna aim it right at the creature and just say, "Why does Prism not notice me?" And then he's gonna fire off.
Why does Prism not notice me? All of you hear the faint sound, so tonight will be the night that I won't fall for you.
which is going to be a 26 damage.
Oh, buddy, I don't have the heart to tell you why Prism's not paying attention here.
Okay. So that's going to be...
We're going to have a long talk after this.
Let's see, 8 out of 11. 21 points of damage.
Okay.
And then for the bonus action, he's just going to, with his offhand, just ready this psychic blade, and he's just going to hurl it, hitting the creature.
Give me another attack roll.
That is going to be a 24 points, or 20 points to hit.
Yeah, 20 hits. It better not be 24 points.
No, so that's going to be 6.
Mind
so he's
dagger.
like,
Yeah.
just hit with 6 points of
All right, another
damage.
27 points of damage. Percy looks scared.
Percy looks scared.
No, Percy.
I was like, no, she don't.
Comma. It looks scared.
Commas matter.
Serby's gonna
Wait,
go.
hang on. I'm sorry. It is not your turn.
The words have left your mouth.
Pico rolls a 6 and is unable to.
Good job, Pico.
We'll teach you how to
You
fight.
rolled.
Pico like stabbed everyone else but the targets. You know?
He's rolled like a 3, a 2, and a 6. So
Nice.
Pico,
Come on, Pico.
Pico's now in
We
there.
found you a leg.
He's
Yeah.
getting a participation trophy.
Percy.
Serby's 14 plus 8. 20 something.
20 something?
14.
Give me specific numbers.
Taylor Swift said that.
22.
22. Yeah, that hits.
Taylor Swift said
We need to get in a better
that's
mood.
awesome.
I don't know about you, but I'm
Okay.
feeling 22.
13.
Feeling 20 something.
17 points of piercing damage.
Dog rips in too for 17 points.
Attaboy,
And
Serby.
then Percy is going to cast Blight.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Oh
So
no,
that
my
is-
boy. What is the save?
Con save of 14.
That's a failure.
Yay. Okay.
I love when they do.
So there it is. Oh, I didn't roll with that.
Bum, bum, ba, da, 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 da. Well done, Manny.
We did it.
Very proud of us.
I thought it was going to go
25 points of necrotic damage.
25 points on top of that. Oof-a-doof.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
This thing gives a chaotic scream and tries to flee from the group. Is anybody taking an attack of opportunity to do stabby
Would
stab?
Serby have an attack of opportunity? Or I genuinely
Serby would
Close
not.
enough.
I'm going to say that Serby...
probably jump back to me. Or
What
something.
level spell is Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound?
4th.
4th? I'm not going to... I don't think Serby is a... Serby just at the start of your turn says biting bites.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think... Are you taking an attack of opportunity?
Shoot again.
You want to shoot him again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's
You
gonna
cannot.
be.
Your gun needs a bonus action to reload. Unless you took like Firearm Expert and you managed to skip that and stuff like that.
Even with the cylinder.
Oh, it does. You're
6
using up
bullets.
all your bullets already. Okay. Yeah,
Because I got him back last game.
Right at the start of the adventure. Go for it. Yeah,
So-
shoot again.
So that that's gonna be a 14 plus 9. That's gonna hit.
That's going to hit.
Yeah. And then it's just gonna be, well, I guess Bell and Prism are kind of the same. He's gonna shoot off again, and that'll be to him to act the same towards him.
That's fair.
Okay. 6, 9,
his sister
13,
Damn you,
21.
Where did
Okay.
I go wrong? What did I do? Did I do something?
Okay.
No, it's fine.
Pico rolls a 19.
Yeah, Pico!
It still misses, but he got
You did it, buddy.
attack of opportunity.
Yes. Yeah. It's yes.
I mean,
I wasn't going to, but yes, because she's already got the thing out. So why not try to smack it on the butt on the way out, right? That's a no, never mind. That was a terrible idea. It was 9.
It was a 9.
Yeah.
So you do give it a smack on the butt as it goes out, and it's like ooh, as it flies up, and it leaves. As that happens, you hear a small yelp from the ground. He goes, "Well, we did it. It was more of a team thing, but I feel like I came in at the very last minute and was able to pull it off. Go us! Go us! Well done, everyone."
Is he wearing red?
He's wearing bright red.
Beautiful.
Takes the mask off, and you see a devilishly handsome young man. that sort of takes the mask off and puts it on the ground and gives a big like beaming smile to everyone and he goes, "Hello everyone, I'm assuming that I'm supposed to be meeting up with all of you. It is I, the often incorrigible, devilishly handsome, strong of cock, quick of wit, prince of the forest, often drunk, most oftentimes drunk, Robin Goodfellow. But my friends and enemies call me Puck, or they do right before I shoot them in their fucking face. Welcome to the Fey Wilds. I'm here to assist you."
Fantastic.
Oh my god, the contact.
Do any of you have
Oh my gosh, where's Bob? Oh wait, hold on a second.
As Sophia goes, "Oh my god, where's Bob? What do you say?"
Serby, fetch, and I want him to go get that leg.
Serby goes running off to go get the leg, and you see Robin Goodfellow or Puck say, "Who's Bob?" And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. Unless you're gonna say something.
No. She would grab Molly and embrace her and Holly. Excuse me. Sorry. She'd embrace her and kiss her.
As you do that, there's a nod, and Robin will go over.
I slap her and walk away.
Robin goes over to you and puts 2 hands out.
Fuck it. Yeah.
And you watch as your father gives Paul Broseph a huge kiss on the lips. And that's what we'll end tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in to tonight's epic triumphant return. Next week, Robin is going to take the players forward. You all have a big party to get to. And in order to get to that party, you have to be members of the aristocracy that is part of the Fey Courts. So heroes, you have homework. There are 2 ways to become part of the aristocracy in the Fey Courts. You can kill someone and take their title, or marry into it.
I would like everyone to know I have the ceremony spell for this particular moment. I can marry somebody. I shit you not.
And that is what we look forward to next week.
Oh my god.
So we'll see you next week. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for keeping up a little bit of chaos with us. I fear you're not allowed to marry anyone. All right, bye!